Good evening and welcome to my show Career Bite. In this show, you get so many information regarding to career, starting from college life to the career progression. Experts express their learnings, their experiences, their knowledge and their wisdom that help you to make the right career decision making and move forward with accelerating growth. Today's guest is Saloni Jain. Saloni is a career exploration expert and a new age counselor. I would like Saloni to introduce herself. Welcome, Saloni, to this show. I'm very happy to see you here.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor to be interviewed by you and to share my thoughts on career. I think I have kept this name, Career Exploration Expert, because I wanted to differentiate myself from what is happening currently in India. We focus a lot on advisory and we don't focus on exploration. So, if I would like to define myself, I'm a person who will help you explore your journey, will explore your options, and also will help you define yourself in the journey.
Very good. So the word explore, I think the word itself tells a lot.
Yes,
And
sir.
because
Indeed.
in traditional manner, I think in most of the cases, people advise you do this
Yes.
thing or that thing. But in your methodology or process, you make them to explore things. What is best for them?
Yes.
Their
Sure.
empowerment. I think that's the most important thing that you make them empowered.
And I think that's the most important thing we need as a generation today. We don't need advice because there is a lot of information already there. What we need is how to channelize our energies into finding our own answers.
That's good, Saloni. Saloni, how you came in this domain? You were doing, I think, chartered accountant course, and
Yes, sir.
how you came here? Just let us know.
So it's a very emotional journey. I was a CA final student. I had just completed my articleship of 3 years, and I was in a 6 months holiday for preparation of our final exams. And I had actually done my preparation, so I was done with my studies. But then I started having sleepless nights, and that made me curious that why am I so scared of becoming a CA? This was not a problem that I would become a CA or not because I was a studious girl. So I knew that in 1 or 2 attempts I would be that professional. And I was a hardworking student, so that was not an issue. But what made me question the profession was whether I want to live my life as the person that I saw in past 3 years. So in past 3 years, I had a boss and various individuals in our field who were performing their duties and their activities regularly. And while I was comparing my life to them, I saw that I was not making the best of my life. I was sure, obviously, I was intelligent, so I could do a lot of stuff, a lot of work that they were doing in a good manner. And I would be able to do an average job. But if you ask me, would I be the best CA? I will say no. Because I had no energy gain from that profession. I never felt good while making returns. I never felt good if I had made somebody, earn more profits or give less taxes. It never gave me that fulfillment or energy, and I could never connect myself to that career. So, just before, because I knew that I would be able to crack the exam, I was scared to appear in the exam because I didn't want that tag on me. And that started the whole journey on who I was. So, again, you are on the point zero. After 8 years of education, starting from class 10th till that CA final exam, it was 8 years. And I realized I'm still not knowing anything about myself. What actually I knew what I don't want to do, but I don't know what I want to do. And that started my journey as a curious individual in career fields. And then what happened, when I questioned myself, I realized there was not enough information, in the sense there was a lot of information, but there was not strategic information on how can one actually come to a point, okay, this is what I want to do. Then I met a lot of counselors in that process. I started working in education industry, and I realized there were so many things that were not relating to current generation. So obviously it was better than last 10 years, but it was not good enough for what we need at the pace of world right now. And the expectations from a student were very unrealistic. We expect the student to know every answer at class 10th, ki, okay, what subject you want to take. We expect the student to have an answer which college you want to go to. We expect a student to know which profession they want to be in, how much they want to earn. We expect a lot, but in return, we don't give them the knowledge centers. Ki, okay, how will you make this decision? I have never seen anybody guiding ki, okay, in class 10th, this is how you need to think. Matlab, this is how you can choose between 5 options, but how will you choose between those 5 options? Nobody talks about that. How will you choose between those colleges? And there are some standard answers, obviously, which brands are better than the others, which will be a more secured option. There's one thing that all parents and teachers talk about is security. But then one thing that we forget talking about is our mental stability in that career. And this generation is quite different from our previous generations. Why? Because this generation is not running behind roti kapda makan. So when my parents were asking me to do CA, I was not questioning my financial stability at that time. If it was about my finances, obviously I would do CA because that was the right thing to do at that point of time. But then if you ask me what was the right thing to do in a long term journey, then maybe that answer was not right. And this generation thinks about, peace, because our parents have already done that roti kapda makan. Nobody's scared ki, okay, if I don't do this career, I'll be able to build a house or not, I'll be able to feed myself or not. You know that, now the kids are taking sabbaticals for years and years and parents are still there. So it's a good thing and a bad thing that we actually don't care about our necessities and we are having big visions for our life. But that is also, again, because it is not channelized, we are not able to grow to that level. So this was my journey, and I just started my counseling and my advisory when I realized that we need better solutions to this problem.
Very good, Saloni. So you have taken a decision based on what you are, I think, passionate about, what your heart saying
Totally.
you, and of course, uh, you haven't followed the normal path. You can say the traditional path or conventional path of safety, path of
Right.
security that you just mentioned, and that
Right.
most of the parents want and the society wants. In fact.
Right.
है ना?
And it's not a bad thing to
Of course,
want.
it's not a bad thing.
But it should not become a problem in your life, so that you are not able to live one life that you have in the right manner that you want to.
And what about that recognition that people expected for that the Saloni is going to be the chartered accountant?
Oh
Or
my
Saloni is
God.
going to earn that much amount or something like that. What about that?
I had 5, 6 years, and still today I face a lot of criticism. And I think I have a lot of, one thing I regret the most is hurting people along. See, nobody wants to hurt their parents. Nobody. I don't think so. Any child
Yes,
wants to hurt their
yes,
parents.
yes, yes.
Any child wants to hurt the expectation of people. But it is a journey that I think every successful or every, you've read stories. If they had to do something different, they had to fight. There was no other option because it was a different mindset, and it was a problem of mindset. It was not a problem of that, my mother and my father, they felt that I'm not doing it because I don't want to do it for them. But it was not about that.
Yes.
It was about doing something right, and it was a fight between right and wrong. It was not a fight between parents and students. It is never a fight between teachers and us and ego and not ego.
Yes, yes.
It becomes an ego battle, and I've gone through it, and because of that, that is the biggest reason why I think that support system is required today,
Yeah.
because we feel so alone. See, I'll tell you why. Till the age of 16, we feel okay, 90% of our decisions are dependent on our parents because they are our, I would say, they are like a question statement. So, for example, if I get to hear something in the world, ki salt is bad for your health. So I'll come and ask at my home, is actually salt bad for my health? So parents become that validation point. Okay. But after 16, what happens is we realize that hypocrisy exists. Parents can also not know everything. Parents can also say things according to their own feelings and
Yes, yes,
interests,
yes.
their own demands. And so that time you start realizing, ki, oh my God, I can't completely depend on them. I need to think on my own also. So, but intrinsically, you're so emotionally always attached to your parents that you never like hurting them. So it was a very difficult thing. And that's why today I stand as a support with my clients when they have fight and when they have to fight and explain it to the people around them, because they need validation. Obviously, first validation comes from an expert, then obviously they can follow it with the reasons. But when you have a feeling inside and you don't have complete validation of things, or the people are not ready to listen to you, then it becomes very difficult. And I'll tell you, I have most of my children had to face the same thing. All my clients come from the same background, that their parents are not understanding. So it's very difficult. And I'm not just talking about kids, I'm also talking about mid-career professionals who want to
Yes.
change, and then their families don't understand why they have to leave a big job and go to a small town. Why do they have to do agriculture now? Why do they have to not buy a new car and buy a agricultural land? you know you are
Yes.
seeing this trend nowadays, that all the big techies are coming into organic world and trying to have a simple life, and people make fun of you. I have seen people making fun of people who make these grounded choices, and they call you unrealistic.
But it's not about them, in fact, whether parents or both. It's not about, it's about us. I think
Totally.
we are the better decision maker. We know ourselves better, because
Totally.
parents give their decision based on their conditioning,
Bilkul.
their programming, and what they
Bilkul.
have learned from the outside world. है ना?
Yes.
So they cannot decide, I think, the best for you. है ना?
They
Because
can give best advices. They can tell you what is good in you, what is bad in you. They're really good information source about yourself, but they're not the final call. You can't disregard that they don't know anything about you, because they literally can see the patterns that nobody else can see.
yes, definitely.
But you have to then also balance it out with validation. Okay, this decision, this is the limit I want their opinion on. After that, I have to make the decision. You can't also not say I won't listen to them completely, but
No,
it has
no,
to
no.
be a balance.
Yes,
You have to
yes.
listen to them and then make your own decision. It's like that.
And I
And one
think,
more thing
yes,
that I would
please.
like to add is that in the course of this difference, this discussion, and this problematic situation, we should not disrespect. We should
Definitely.
always be kind. I would ask parents and kids both to be kind to each other and not make it a personal matter. Any child or any parent will not be less by doing something else. Nobody, no individual can decide your worth. No money can decide your worth.
Definitely.
So being kind is, I think, has to be kept on the first priority, and then everything else.
I
Because
think,
when we are in emotional highs, we say
yes,
things that we don't forget, and it
yes.
etches on our mind and body, and it's very difficult life after that. You never forget.
I think compassion is the right word for it,
Right.
because we need,
Compassion, being kind. I think why I say being kind is because kindness for everyone. If you're kind, then
yes,
even if a relative is saying something to you and you don't love them, but still you have to respect. It's
definitely.
okay. Like, you don't have to be in a fight there, or you don't have to detest them. They are the worst people in my life. You have to just be okay. This is their opinion. This is my opinion, and I don't need to, feel negative about them.
Maybe
It
they are,
makes you better.
yes, yes. Maybe they are right in their own perspective. They are
Right.
thinking better, but their own experiences.
Yeah. And the more the person, obviously, what you said is exactly true, that we have to be the decision makers of our life, and we have to only think about that.
So which type of students you normally used to come to you?
Initially, I think I attract the kids who need me, because I have not done any advertising till now. And so the people that come to me are coming from similar backgrounds, people who feel that I'm not being understood by people around me. I want to change my career. So there has been a lot of cases where they have been doing certain careers for 1 year or 2 years, and now they want to change. So a lot of career transition people have come to me, and they have transitioned very smoothly, because I've gone through the process and I have made my counseling in a manner that it makes the transition smooth, and it makes all the points to validate. Because what happens when you transition? Number one, you get scared. I am good enough or not? I am not
Yes,
able to do this. Would I be able to do something else? Like, that is the biggest question. For a fresher, this is not the question, because obviously they know that I have no experience in it. So how can I know something about it? But once you have, I won't say failed at something, but once you have not achieved at something and now you want to achieve at something else, it creates very bad place for self-esteem. You question your whole identity, you question your past, and then you predict your future on the basis of that past, which is irrelevant. So I have found a lot of people who have come with me with a messed up past, I would say, where they have felt at very low self-esteem. Ki this is, I don't think I can do it, or I don't want to do this, but I don't know what to do, and I want to do this, but I don't know how and whether I'm right or not. So I've come across people who have gone through such situations, and I think they just connected with me. I don't know how, but I just feel that they are drawn to me. And second sets of people are parents. So parents who understand my ideology. So initially, few parents took a chance on me. Okay, okay, let's see what this girl can do. And then they saw the transformation in their kids. And then obviously,
Yes.
with their references, I found people who now think on the same level as me, who think that we need to be, we can't do everything for our kids, or we can't force them. We need to have an expert by our side. We need to validate all the points and we can discuss. So, what happens currently is like now they call me and they discuss. "Ki aisa ho raha hai. Can you please talk to them? Can you please let me know?" And I think that is the best way moving forward,
Yes. Yes.
rather than forcing opinions on kids and kids forcing opinions on children. Sorry, on parents. So these are the 2, 3 kinds that I get.
Very good. The students who are trying to move against the flow, when they come to you, as we mentioned, do not have good self-esteem. How you make them confident that yes, you are doing the right thing, and having them believe on themselves? How
Right.
you help them in this process?
Number one is I first check what are they thinking. So sometimes what we do is we just want to run away from something. That's why we want to do something else. Number one is this scenario. So if they are in this scenario, I first make them understand that, it's okay to not do something, but to now start doing something else in a right manner, you have to be very sure about what you're doing. So then we start with number one first. In all my counseling, there are 3 pillars. First is self-awareness,
Very good.
knowing what you want. So what you want never changes. So for example, sir, you may be having certain wishes by the age of 10 and 20. That never changes, right? Like, for example, I want to travel the whole world and eat all the pastries and try all the pastries. So this will never change. No matter how much old I get, this will never change. I want to have a lifestyle where I can travel. So this will never change. I want to buy things for others. So obviously this will never change. So, 90% of your wishes never change. So first understanding what actually are you demanding from life and why are we doing all this. Second is to understand what are our traits. So, we all are unique plants. If we imagine ourselves as different plant species, then we have to understand, okay, every plant has a different set of characteristics. And
Very
first you have to recognize which plant it is, and then you have to put the right environment to it. So first step is to understand who I am as an individual, what are my positive traits, what are my negative traits. I won't say positive, negative. Let's see above than average traits and below than average traits. Because if you put all your energy into a trait which you're already good at, only then you get to a point where you can be successful. Every successful man, or woman has achieved only because of their strengths. Mainly, like 90% of the credit goes to what they already had in them, and then the 10% is what they acquired from outside with the energy they already had with the strength. But if you feel that I'm not having a limb and then I go and fight and then I will win, that is an
no.
exceptional case. So
Yes.
what happens in Indian scenario, we love exceptions. We always define ourselves, like whenever our parents will ask something, you have seen that child who was studying under the street light. Arey, but that's an exceptional case. Not you. I think you can make every child sit at the street light and experiment and realize that not every child can read under the street
Yes.
light.
Yes.
And there are few individuals who you can make them sit anywhere they can, but it's not because you are making them sit in difficult situation. It's because they want to read, so they can read in a good room or they may not read in a good room, right? So it doesn't matter to them why they are doing certain things and they love that subject. Number two, it's not that they just wanted to become a big person. Obviously there was some connection between them. If they were there are We say to a lot of individuals that if you put effort you'll get better at it, but it doesn't happen with everything, right? Like we all have experience now. If we put effort at something like more than 100%, still we may not be like the best at it. We may not go for Olympics in that sport because we have limitations. but we can only cross limitations in areas where we already have strength, because God has made that strength in us. Now let's, going on a spiritual side, we have been defined. We need to figure out, okay, what is that, who am I in that level? So I already had interest in education right from my childhood, but I had to discover it at a later stage of my life. So it was a discovery, it was not something new, you know. It was just something, oh, this is something I really like, and I think this, I'll never get bored of it. This was what I realized. And the second thing is career awareness. Now, this is something that I think very few people understand. Career awareness means that what is happening in the world. So, what we know is what is happening in the newspaper. So, I'll just give you an example. I had this individual come to me and he told me he date, and he was a guy who was working in a BPO. He was a 40-year-old individual, and his problem was he was not able to concentrate in BPO also. And he told me data science is the best thing happening. How can I become a data scientist? And I was like, I can understand data science is something very trending, but why do you feel you can do data science? So, you know, he felt that just by knowing what is the best thing happening, I would become the best. But that is not in reality career awareness. Career awareness is actually understanding all the things happening and then sorting on the basis of what I want. This is something I can do and excel in. It's not what is happening. So everybody is becoming software engineers, everybody is becoming a data scientist, but how many of them will perform and actually persist and grow? We all know there will be a small ratio of people who will grow, persist, and become that person. And obviously, why IITians are getting into MBA? Everybody got into IIT because they felt that I'll get the best job. Once they realized, oh my God, there is not lot many jobs. All the jobs are in finance. They switch to finance. Then why did they even become an engineer? They should, you know, start by beginnings. They should begin by saying ki I want to become a rich person. So I feel, you know, IIT will make me rich, and now I feel finance will make me rich, and now I feel investment banking will make me rich, and now I feel something else will make me rich. So the focus was always being rich and not actually studying engineering. And you know how many resources we waste because of that. And then the third thing is decision making. So understanding, so what we are discussing right now is decision making, how to live life, how to make a choice, how to connect ourselves with the world. So these are the, you know, topics that we need to talk about. How do you choose between the two options? It's not like आंखें बंद कर ली और मैंने ये choose कर लिया. You know, this is how we make decisions right now.
Yes.
कि अच्छा तुम्हें डॉक्टर बनना है, इंजीनियर बनना है, तुमको कल जवाब देना है. So there is no, matlab, if you ask that person na why you did that, at that time that was the best thing. But there is no actual reason behind it. Ki, okay, I wanted to do this because this is good in this. Yes. This is bad in this, and in this thing I didn't want to do this because this is bad in this and this is good in this, but this was what I wanted to do. So if we solve questions with reasons, why can't we put reasons in our life? You know, so I have just made this process systematic and reasonable, I would say. That we have, you know, answers to our questions, and we just don't do things on the basis of our instincts, because instincts can go wrong. And instincts also need reasons, right? We can't just go by instincts. It's not love. It's actually where you have to go through boring times. And even in love, you know, all our marriages are failing today because of instincts. That is one more thing. So, you know, I just feel ki, and why in this, why we have to think so much is because, you know, this is a decision which will make your identity. Yes. Everybody will question you with this. A lot of money is going to spend. A lot. Like, you have seen what the institutions are charging today. And third, fourth, and last, most important thing is that you are going to gain energy from this career. So when you go and put 8 hours into something, you should gain energy. You should not give energy and come. So the biggest question is, if you can gain energy from a career, that means you're in the right career. And then you use that energy and improve other parts of your life. What we are doing today is we drain our energy into our career, and then we binge eat, we go party, we have alcohol, we have drugs, and then we gain energy from that side. How stupid is that? Just to be, you know, available in that career, we are doing all these negative things just to keep ourselves alive. So this, you know, everything is happening ulta fulta, and we have to, you know, make kids aware. And if we are doing these things on the right time, then we don't have anything to lose. If a child at the right age starts thinking about a impossible career, it is very much possible because he is standing on the right time. But for
Yes.
example, at the age of 50, if somebody tells me I want to go into military, now I'm not saying it is impossible, but it is very much exceptional to get to that institution at that age, unless and until you have an expertise. Now I can tell you how you can get into that institution. If you have an expertise that they need, you can
Yes.
actually get into that institution. But how exceptional is that? To get that level of expertise, you now have to invest 10 more years. So,
So
that
true.
is how this is happening in current scenario.
So true, Sunani. But I think it's a difficult process to find out, or rather,
Totally.
to explore what type of plant they are, in fact. Because I think
Yes.
in most of the people, they are not aware what, maybe they don't have their self-awareness, what they actually want. I think it's a very difficult thing.
I
Because,
think nobody can be aware without any tapasya. No, so coming from spirituality, no sadhu has known what they want to do because without tapasya.
Yes,
Now the
yes,
problem is that our education system is not having anything to do with
yes,
this self-realization. So the system is failing in such a bad manner that our 12th standard student is not even aware of who they are. Now, what kind of education system are we having? You tell me. They know about how to pass an exam,
yes,
and that too with the help of cramming and cheating, but they don't know who they are, what they want to be, why are they even studying, and how their life is going to be after class 12. And there are individuals who have seen that you even leave them on the road and ask them to earn some money. Why we have started teaching them entrepreneurship? Because we have realized that they can't even earn small money. They don't even have street smartness that गांव के बच्चे में जो
yes,
उतनी
yes,
अक्कल
yes,
होती है कि मैं बिना पढ़ा लिखा हूं तो मैं कमा कैसे सकूं, और अब हमारे स्कूल के बच्चों में उतनी भी अक्कल नहीं बची.
So right, so right. Because I think they used to that spoon feeding. Right?
So it's what I was telling you, it's not their problem, it is our problem. We are elder than them, right? Now we have to take the responsibility and change the system. We can't blame our youngsters. If we have kept the system same,
Definitely,
then
definitely.
whose responsibility is this? Ours.
Society
Someday
as a
we
whole.
have to take the responsibility. This is something we have done. They have not done anything. In fact, they are depending on us big time. They are thinking, I am going to this school, I am being with this parent, so they'll tell me the right thing, right?
Yes,
They
definitely.
never question you. They always believe in you कि okay 6th में ये पढ़ाएंगे तो मैं बड़ा हो जाऊंगा, 10th में तो मुझे पता पड़ ही जाएगा कि मुझे क्या सब्जेक्ट लेना है, 12th में तो मुझे पता पड़ ही जाएगा कि मेरे को क्या करियर में करना है. पर पता पड़ नहीं रहा ना, वो तो आप पे डिपेंडेंट है. वो तो विश्वास कर रहा है आपके ऊपर, वो तो विद्रोह नहीं कर रहा है. तो how can we blame them?
They have been told like that only.
Exactly. So
This is
I
going
just
to
feel we have
happen.
to change the narrative.
Yes,
We are
yes,
responsible.
definitely, definitely. As parents, school, society as a whole, you can say.
As a whole,
Yeah.
we all are responsible.
Yes, yes. So we need to brainstorm and find out viable solutions so that the next generation do not do the wrong things. I think that's
Because I'll tell you one more pattern. Like from nursery to class 12th, in every PTM, always the child is blamed.
yes, for one reason or
What
another.
is the parent and the school doing? School is saying कि आपके बच्चा ये पढ़ता नहीं है, ये बिल्कुल concentration नहीं. So what progress have you made from point A to point B? That is my question to them. And
Yes.
also to parents, that if you have known some issues, then what is your progress as a parent from point A to point B? How many activities apart from blaming them to be who they are? Right? This is something you will obviously see ki once they have listened some kind of comment on their child, they will make that child remember that comment, because it has become a sense of deprivation for them. Ki how can my child be like this? So for example, you'll see at homes कि तुम्हारे तो फोकस ही नहीं है, तुम तो पढ़ते ही नहीं हो, तुम्हारा तो कंसंट्रेशन ही नहीं है, तो बच्चा भी एक्सेप्ट ही कर लेगा ना, हाँ मैं तो ऐसा ही हूँ.
Exactly.
तो वो why will that person change? वो और इतना समझदार तो वो हुआ नहीं कि वो उस वक्त अपने आप को ट्रांसफॉर्म कर ले. मतलब how can we expect that child to transform themselves? And again फिर उस वक्त एक एक्सेप्शनल स्टोरी आ जाती है. वो बच्चे ने तो ऐसा कर लिया, उस बच्चे के घर में तो ऐसा हो गया. Then again we are comparing. They'll never compare themselves to the exceptional parents or the exceptional teachers or the exceptional school. Never.
Yes, yes.
But
yes.
they will compare the child to all the exceptions of the world and expect them to be an exception.
Yes, I think the child is born with so many, qualities, potential, etc. But we as parents, teachers, etc., we try to put pressure on that child, and I think make him or her to limit. You are not doing this thing, you can't do that thing, how can't do that thing, things like that. I think that conditioning of so many years, 10 to 12 years, that make to him or her, yeah, I can't do this thing or that thing. So I think that limitation, that lose of self-esteem or self-confidence, I think that is the major reason for people not doing very well.
That is the biggest thing, biggest thing. And today, the most of the hypnotherapies are focusing on self-esteem only,
Yes,
because they have realized that the biggest problem is that the person themselves is feeling they can't do anything.
yes,
So
yes,
how
yes,
can they do anything?
yes,
And one more thing to this is that we can't even blame parents in school, because every individual is struggling mentally. You know, even parents are going through some problems, teachers are going through some problems, they are doing something because of certain things. So, you know, blaming someone is no option now. Like, for us to even discuss it is just okay ki haan aisa ho raha hai, but we can't blame any one person. I just feel very sad, I'll tell you, I just feel very sad that this is happening. I don't think I can blame parents, teachers, school, because it's just a state of unawareness. We don't know what to do. तो बस जो हो रहा है वो हो रहा है.
but we need to make a beginning.
Yeah, we need
We,
to, but then there have to be. मतलब I'm just saying कि normally when we see any change being made, we start it with a blame. कि this is why this was not done. But what I'm saying is कि individually today, every person at every age is going through traumatic experiences, is going through mental issues. I won't say big mental issues like a mental disease, but yes, we all are going through a lot
sort
of
of,
stress. Yeah, a lot of stress, a lot of expectation, pressure. Even parents have pressure, parents have expectations, teachers have pressure, expectations. So the whole issue now boils down to that as a system together, without blaming each other, how can we improve? Because there is no end to it. Blaming, I don't want any parent to feel today that, okay, I am wrong. You are doing fine. It's just that we need to do better.
what are your strengths, Saloni? Because of that, you are doing such a good things out of the track, you can say.
Number one is, I think, responsibility. I think once I have taken this responsibility on me, and I think this is a lifetime purpose. Now I have, and once you make something as a lifetime purpose, then you can go through the cycles very easily. You can go through the bad times, you can go through the good times, and you can be stable because you're not looking at it as an achievement focused thing. So today my counseling is not an achievement based profession ki I have to earn certain amount, or I have to be the best, or I have to be the best in my work, but
Yes,
I don't need to be the best in the country or the world. It doesn't matter to me. What
comparison with
matters is,
others.
yeah, so I have taken this responsibility that I have to solve this problem. I
Very
think
good.
that is my biggest strength. So whenever any case comes to me, I am in fact more happy ki, okay, now I can change one more life. Second is empathy. Now,
Very good.
because I myself have gone through so many career issues from beginning to, so for example, I'll tell you, my mother wanted to be a doctor. So right from my childhood, she's saying doctor is the best profession, doctor is the best profession, doctor is the best profession. Now, it is not her fault, but you know, unknowingly, she's putting a picture into my head ki doctor is the best profession. Then when I grew up, I was told ki, you know, MBA is the best thing, CA is the best thing, or earning money is the most important thing. So what I have gone, so empathy means that I have now realized, okay, what actually I have gone through and a lot of people are going through at
Yes,
different
yes,
stages.
yes, yes.
And that makes me, so if a child comes to me and tells me I feel suicidal, I don't question it. So I will not give them a motivational talk that how can you feel suicidal? You should never feel suicidal. Obviously, that has to be done, but
Yes,
after recognizing ki, okay, you are going through a tough time. This actually happens. Today, half of the problem is that we don't even recognize कि something like this is happening. We're like, अरे, you can't, मतलब उसको देखो, इसको देखो, इतना कुछ हो गया है, वो गरीब कैसे रहते हैं, ये कैसे रहते हैं, etc., etc. But that child or any individual is going through that
yes,
issue.
yes,
First,
yes.
recognize it कि okay, this is happening, and then obviously once that they come at a stage where you can motivate, then motivate ki ab to you have learned how to walk, now start walking. But before even making them learn how to walk, how can I start them to make them walk? So I have come from a place where I have a lot of empathy for everyone. Like I feel I have a lot of empathy. I told you now, Abhi, I can't blame anybody.
That's good.
I
So
can't.
good.
So if a parent comes to me, I won't be like having a negative mindset for them. I don't have any negative mindset for anyone. So that is a big strength that you know, and also I feel I am very much spiritual. So spirituality is my strength. With all my counseling, I have tried to inculcate a lot of spirituality in the people, that we need to connect to a higher purpose. We need to,
Yes.
in all our difficult times, we can't be superhumans. There is a lot of energy in the world. Let's start growing from that. Let's have positive goals in our life. Let's improve our own character. So that, spirituality has helped a lot, and I read a lot of things. So a lot of those stories I try to bring into the limelight of these individuals, so that they also get strength from where I get strength. I have got my strength from the spirituality only, so when I was at a stage where nobody was understanding me, I just actually went to the temple and I said ki, now you understand me and you only understand me, I don't need anybody to understand myself.
Yes.
So that happened only because I believed in that power. So I want people to, and whatever form it may be, you may be of any religion, you just need to understand these higher principles of life. And the younger you are, the better, because you can live a better life, better quality of life ahead. And it just relieves you from a lot of negative aspects of life. You feel, even if, so for example, Corona, even if Corona is happening, we understand life is like this, right? And there have been times, ऐसा नहीं है कि फर्स्ट टाइम दुनिया में ऐसा हो रहा है. There have been a lot of pandemics. हमारे देश में नहीं हुआ वो अलग बात है, बट सिर्फ 4 साल पहले अफ्रीका में इबोला हुआ था, किसी को पता ही नहीं है, राइट? बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव दैट एम्पैथी फॉर देम कि वहां कितने लोग मरे, फिर वहां कितने लोग मरे, and how they were dealing with that situation. So I think the more you read, the more spiritual you are. Being responsible for your actions and being obviously empathetic, being kind is my strength.
Very good, Sarani. You mentioned spirituality, you mentioned the reading. So any book that that impacted you a lot?
So actually not books. I have a problem in my life. So I feel I'm a bad reader. So
Okay.
what I do is I will read a phrase or a quote or a story, and until and unless I imbibe that in my life, I will not read anything else.
Very good. I think that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah, so it's a bad thing because I have to read very less then. But whatever I have read, I actually want to follow that thing. So, for example, one of the stories that I read was that there was a monk who was trekking uphill towards a temple, and there was a storm. So the people around the monk said, "Ki, don't go right now, go later." So the monk said, "My heart is already there. I just have to walk." And
Yes.
that was so beautiful for me, and I realized that in my life, that my heart is already there where I want to reach.
Yes.
I am just doing it physically.
Very good. Very good.
So I kept on reading the story until and unless I imbibed it as a part of my life. Okay, now this learning is a part of my life, and I teach kids a lot of other things except career through the process of my counseling. So I teach them. So in 90% of the kids don't like reading, because we have taught them in a very different kind of reading. We have taught them English pronunciation as reading, not actual reading. So I teach them the same thing. I just ask them to read 2 lines, 3 lines, and then we discuss that story. And then, oh my God, this was so good. I don't feel bad reading. So this is how you start giving them a habit of reading. And in my counseling, I give them a lot of research work. So they have to read a lot of interviews on the net. So for example, if they want to become a doctor, so they'll have to read 10 interviews of doctors. So then that also makes them a better reader. They understand different kinds of people, their thought process, why they are becoming a doctor and all. So reading, I give them a lot of reading material, but spirituality is something I keep very limited, because I don't want them to be defined by who I am. I want them to figure out their own kind of spirituality.
Yes, that's very good. I think it's very powerful. rather more powerful than reading, because people read a book, but taking a lesson from the book, imbibing them in practice and getting benefit from them, that most of the people don't do. So even if you are reading two lines and making the best you of it, I think that's a wonderful thing. And you are not doing it on your own, you are telling others to do that. I think that's very
Yes.
good to make it a part of life, to
I
get benefit
started
from
doing
that.
this. I started doing this because in our school it was written thought of the day and points to imbibe. So always I felt like, what do you mean by points to imbibe? And then one day I read it in the dictionary. Points to imbibe, matlab you have to actually follow this
Yes,
thought in my
yes,
life.
yes.
So then I presented one thought in my school life, which was God helps those who helps themselves.
Very
So
good.
and got attached to that thought, and I wrote the whole thought and the explanation, and I got so attached to it that I made it a point, I have to imbibe this. I have to imbibe this, and I want all this. So what happens in school is there are different meanings to different words. So for example, discipline is walking in straight line and
Yes,
talking in English, whereas actual discipline is doing something that makes you achieve your goal. So that is, the difference of education system that we have created is what we are teaching and what we are learning is two complete different things. And that's why reading also in the same way, when you say reading, then people read books. They will say, I've read thousands of books and
yes, yes.
2000 books. But when you will see their behavior, you will say, Ki, there is no change in their behavior because of that book. And
What
what
is the
kind of a
meaning?
reading it was.
Yes, what is the meaning of that?
I have seen a lot of religious people with a lot of anger in them. And I say, oh my God, then I don't think so you understand your religious text very well.
So powerful, really. So I think in this short age, you are, I'm telling you, speaking like a sage. Really, you are. Huh? Because people of 50 or 60 or 70 years old, they don't have that wisdom because they used to go to temples, read holy books, etc. But there is no change in their behavior.
I can
है ना?
totally understand. And I am also going through the same life. So, for example, right now I'm working on my health. But every day, at least I know that this is because of me and obviously also because of others that I am into certain situation. But what happens is it is so difficult for people to come out of their shells, and
Yes,
that
yes.
needs a lot of positive energy. So I also feel it is not just me, it's also I'm lucky and I'm blessed to be in an environment where I was able to grow. Matlab, I won't take the credit. I will give all the credit to people around me who have wished me well, and also, our higher powers, because I feel that in many times, people want to change, but there are so many limitations to their life. There are so many repeated negative experiences that even if they want to and they have all the will, still they can't. I feel bad for them, and I feel that I just feel that they have all the good things in their life.
So only in this journey so far, who are
Yes.
the people who influenced you the most?
I think my mentors. So I'll tell you, they were so loving, so kind, and so much available to me. They were always available to me to hear my weird dreams, to hear me not wanting to do something. So, I'll tell you one thing is parents are one thing, family is one thing, but we need to find people like us
Definitely,
who
definitely.
are like us, and also they are better than us in their journey.
Yes,
So only then they can become your guru, and only then they can help you grow. So I was so blessed to meet such individuals, and they all were, of different ages. So one of my mentor is 60, one of my mentor is 40, one of my mentor is quite even younger. She was a 28-year-old young businesswoman, and they all were very intellectual, and they listened to my thoughts. They didn't judge me. So the best part was they didn't judge me, and they used to test me. They didn't judge me, but they used to test me. They used to give me certain. So, for example, when I said that I don't want to do CA and I want to do something in education, one of my mentor asked me to do an internship, and she said, after an internship, I'll tell you whether you actually can do it or you are just into the bubble of not. You are just running away from CA. And I took that challenge. I did my job. I did better than what they expected. Like I would say 200% better than what they
very
expected.
good, very good.
And then at the end of the day, she was not being, bossy about it. She accepted that she was wrong. She accepted that I actually can make a difference, and I actually have something in my mind which can actually help other people. And that was very relieving, because nobody just said yes or no to me on the basis of their judgment. They actually gave me certain markers. One of my mentors, so for example, when I said that I want to open this celebrating careers, he said open it, but then first you start earning without any expense, and then you open a big thing. So I took it on my heart ki yes, first I have to prove it to myself whether this can actually generate that kind of revenue that I can put that expense on it, and whether I can pay back the loan that I have taken from my parents. It was a very small loan, but still,
Yes, still.
I wanted to see whether my work can actually pay back rather than losing all the money and never be. I'm not saying pay back today, but at any
Yes.
point of time you want to pay back. So these few, points of, and one more mentor I'll say, he's a startup, I would say, environment person, and he has been mentoring a lot of startups. So when I presented him that I want to do this, and it was a really big idea. Matlab, today, I'm not been able to do that till now. And he told me, Saloni, have you actually, researched on real people? These are just your ideas. And, but he didn't tell me, no, you can't do it. You're so stupid, or you have not even achieved this thing. So I think that all these amazing individuals have been so motivating, and they always have been available. The best part was whenever
Yes.
I wanted them, they took out time for me, which I'm really grateful for. Nobody actually, has that much of time. And also, I think credit also goes to me for that, is because I
Definitely.
have been a good student,
Yes.
and they saw improvement in me. So when a mentor or a guru or a teacher sees improvement, they like doing more for that individual,
Yes.
because it
Yes.
comes as a recognition. If you feel that, mentor has to be available but you don't do anything, that is bad.
Ye-
So to actually have a good mentor-mentee relationship, you need to put a lot of effort, and you need to respect them by your work, not just by your words. Ki, okay,
Yes.
sir, how are you, giving them gifts and always flattering them. You actually have to show that their time has meant something to you.
So good,
So I
Saloni.
and I just after them being in my life, I made this a point that I have to be this person for everyone. So they are an inspiration as well.
Saloni, I'm curious to know whether they found you, you found them. I
No,
think
I found all of them.
very good.
I found all of them. So I'm an individual. I have a high intuition also, I would say that, for
Very good.
example, if I see that that person and me have something common, I would put in some point of time with them to see how much common do we have together. And then obviously then I would open up with my personal queries and personal questions, and then it would go ahead. So it happened like that. And they also were, I'll tell you, people are very happy to help.
Yes.
Intellectual people feel responsible. Like I feel responsible now. They also felt responsible to help young individuals, to help people with any issues. And they are just amazing people. So amazing people connect with amazing people. It's
Definitely.
just like that.
It gives them energy in as well.
Yes.
It gives them
And
energy, satisfaction, fulfillment. I think that's why
totally.
we are living.
I believe it's like a think tank.
Yes. Yes.
So I now have a think tank. So if I have any question now, I have a person I can talk to about finance. I have a person who I can talk to about education system. I have a person I can talk to about, my big visions, my big dreams, whether it is actually, so how much am I on point, or how big I am thinking I need to, regulate myself. So I have people from different, and I think and I also promote this in my kids and people, that they should have this think tank. You can't survive your life on your own. You have to have a
Yes.
good team. You have to have, it's just like having a council member for a king, right? A
Yes.
king
Definitely.
doesn't make all a decision. They need council members. You can appoint them, or you can have them as friends or mentors. So but you need council members.
Yes, I agree on that point. And Saloni, whether you believe it or not, I think in this mentor-mentee relationship, both gain. Not
Bilkul.
only mentee gain from mentor, mentor itself gain a lot from the mentee.
I think recently my mentee said that to me, that even
Yes, it
we
happens.
gain a lot from meeting you.
Yes, yes, yes. Because I have mentored so many students. In fact, I'm doing this thing for last 30 years. So I
Yes,
have learned a lot from my students. And
totally.
and that thing happens automatically.
Automatically.
And And I think it's a universal game. When you are helping someone, something positive will definitely coming to you.
And
है
it,
ना?
it happens with me also.
Yes.
While, for example, you're teaching them something about responsibility, and you yourself realize, okay, I'm also not doing this.
Yes.
I have to do this. If I am teaching this to my child, then what am I doing? So that just happens, and that's a very good learning. That's why I think they said that teaching makes you learn better.
Yes, yes, yes. And we interact with younger people, younger than 5 year or 10 year, even 1 year younger than you. They have more energy, more enthusiasm, and that energy,
I
enthusiasm.
think you also have more enthusiasm than a lot of young people. So I don't think so. It is based on age. Is this your perception? I'll say I've met all individuals of all ages. Young is a state of mind. Young is not an age.
Yes, you can say.
So I have seen a lot of young state of minds at every different age. And I've seen such lethargic student at very young age. So I think you are really young for your mindset, for your this, for example, this initiative that you are having. How many people at your age are having that initiative? And that is a young thing to do, right? Enterprising, innovating is a young thing to do. It keeps you alive and it keeps you feel more like growing every day.
Yes, definitely. It feels me growing every day because I'm learning from you. I think you have mentioned so many things that I'm going to write down, and I'm going to write an article on that. That I learned
So happy.
really. You have told so many new things that are new for me. Of course, the things are, we know everything. But
Yes.
if someone tells you that, oh, that happens, that thing has happened with, if it can happen with someone, it can happen with me. It can happen with
Yes.
someone else as well. I think
Yes.
that chain of positivity helps a lot.
And also knowledge, nobody has an ownership on knowledge. I will never think this all knowledge is mine. No, it is just inspiration. It comes to you in different forms, and knowledge is already there in the world. People just use it and then just leave it. It's just that you can't have ownership on any knowledge of any form.
It's a large reservoir, you can say.
Yes. And anybody can draw from it. Like, how can I say that Newton only knew this and nobody else knew this? No, it's not like that. It's just that he knew it and he marketed it better.
Yes, just you need to be curious.
Yes.
Ready to receive things. In fact, yes, that's good. So only moving ahead, because you have made certain mistakes as you mentioned. So consider a person who is just starting college life, or just leaving the college life. So what suggestions or advice would you like to give for them?
So for college life individuals, number one, they need to understand is now what lies ahead. Now, I think one thing that we don't understand is that we are selling our abilities in return of some value and money. So first the sale happens and then you get the return value. Now the problem today is we first see the value and we don't see हम क्या बेच रहे हैं. हम एक वो एक्चुअली में वो बेचने के लिए वो चीज है भी कि नहीं. So हम दुकान वाले के पास जाते हैं और हम सोचते हैं कि हम सिर्फ ये देखें कि जेब में कितना पैसा है. ये तो हम सोचेंगे नहीं कि उसके पास वो चीज है भी कि नहीं. तो जब ये बच्चे इंटरव्यू में whenever they sit in the interview, they forget to realize that what am I actually selling that amount of work or not. Am I actually selling the amount of abilities that they want? So they will see 6 lakh rupees package, 10 lakh rupees package, 25 lakh rupees package, 1 crore ka package. But they fail to understand that it is 1 crore rupee value that they're putting on that individual for the characteristic or the ability or the skills that that individual is having. So rather than you passing out from the college or living your college life thinking that I will get this amount of money after my job, you start thinking, what can I do to earn this amount of job? Rather than not just being, I think that kids or the college graduates are very overconfident about them getting a lot of money very easily.
Yes.
But it's like first you have to make a sell. So you have to prove to that company or that individual or whoever you are going for the employment that you deserve that kind of money. And you can actually give them value in return. You can make them grow. They will earn because of you. And then only you'll get that job. And I'm talking about good jobs. I'm not talking about jobs where they are going to exploit you.
Yes.
And they are going to do whatever they want to do. For example, today a lot of companies are just giving them sales job, where they have to call a lot of numbers and say the same repeated thing, and then they have to make the same thing all the time, and there's no growth in that job. Only 1 out of the 10 people in the team becomes a manager. Not everybody will become a manager. They'll stay on the same position and they'll only have 5,000, 10,000 rupees increment without the increase in skills and job. So, we are, and now the second thing that the graduates need to understand is you can't go without research. You should not expect the world to treat you fairly without your adequate preparation. You have no preparation and then you want people to spend time on you, to understand your limitations. See, career is a cruel place. It
Yes.
actually tells you your reality, where you stand. And if you're actually good, then they'll also tell you you're good. They'll also take you to the highs. It's not like they'll not, for example, we have this example of knowing that all the coaching centers, when the kid actually performs, they are giving them Mercedes, BMW, individual
Yes.
flats, private teachers. Why? Because they know this is going to be my star. So you have to understand this, what kind of a person you are. You are actually a star, then obviously the company will run behind you. But if you're not, then you need to improve yourself, because this is how the company works in the job scenario. Now, second is, if your mindset is to have your own business. So pehli baat to, business and entrepreneurship is not a new thing. It's just something कि अभी marketing बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई है. Let me tell you, entrepreneurship has become a new trendy thing.
Yes.
And business has become a very trendy thing today, but it is not something which is happening first time in the world. It has been happening a lot, like from ages.
Yes.
And entrepreneurship is I am an entrepreneur, and entrepreneur is so tough. But what kids are thinking, I can do any business, I can earn. Earning, starting is easy, maintaining is very tough. In job, what happens is that you have a specific task given to you. Do this task, get this money. Simple as that. But in business, no, there's no taskmaster. The only thing that makes you persist and achieve in business is discipline. How good you are a taskmaster for yourself and for the people that you are working with. So, do you have that capability to be a good taskmaster? Businesses also rely on opportunities. So, how much do you know about the world? Do you actually know what is happening in the world, and you can make that trends work for you? So, for example, we read about business environment having a lot of threats and opportunities. So we know about SWOT analysis, threats and opportunities, but in real world, we don't understand how does this work. How should we analyze everyday situations? So for example, today in COVID, a lot of businessmen have earned who have no degrees.
Yes.
Because they just understood, okay, this is an opportunity. I have certain thing to sell in COVID. So I was making kurtis, now I'll make mask. As simple as that. And they found out the dealers in mere days.
Yes.
And they got orders in mere days. And it is not a big something you can learn in college. It is something it's a street thing. Business and entrepreneurship is a street thing. So practical exposure is very important. So today I'll tell you what is happening with graduates are either they want to go onto a secured path or they want to go onto a risky path. As simple as that. Now, secured path, why? Because I want certain amount of money and then I'll take the risky path. This is also happening. I'll do 10 years job and then I'll do some business. But my question is, do you have the skills to do that business? You have to also think about that. तो पहले से ही prepared रहो. अगर shift करना ही है तो then start preparing yourself. छोटा छोटा business साथ में ही करते जाओ. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं 10 साल बाद फिर zero से start करूँगा. And the second thing, exactly. And for the businesses, जो बच्चे business की तरफ जा रहे हैं, जो entrepreneurship की तरफ जा रहे हैं, please first learn with someone. Learn in the sense not कि so nobody will teach you, but be in their business and see what is actually happening in reality, and then you start taking risk after that. Don't start कि okay, I'm just saying to my parents कि मेरे को कुछ करना है and I have no validation for that, and then you are wasting time and I won't blame you. फिर problem वही है ना, we feel कि I'm a failure. I'm not able to do anything. I was not able to do this. I was not able to do that. And then also start grooming yourself. The better network you have. हम क्या सोचते हैं कि हम जहाँ हैं वैसा ही हमारा नेटवर्क हो. मेरे 4 दोस्त हैं, मैं उन 4 दोस्तों से ही हमेशा राय लूंगा. पर आप भूल रहे हो कि आपको अगर बड़ा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना है तो फिर उस लेवल के लोगों से आपको राय लेनी पड़ेगी. तो और वो आपको लोग तभी मिलेंगे जब आपका पर्सनालिटी उस लेवल पे ग्रो हो रहा है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, we connected only because of our growth in our careers.
Yes.
If we were not growing in our careers, why would we connect?
Definitely.
So simple as that, we have to work on our personal improvement every point of time. ऐसा नहीं रतन टाटा ने अभी improve करना बंद कर दिया, वो अभी भी improve कर रहे हैं.
Correct.
अंबानी
Agree.
अभी भी improve कर रहा है, अडानी अभी भी improve कर रहा है. हम बस ये सोचते हैं ये तो कुछ करते ही नहीं है, इनका तो बढ़िया है सब कुछ. You know, so stop reading these fake news articles and read real news, read real life stories कि उन्होंने कितनी problem क्या झेली. And जो भी level पे आप हो, आपके पास resources नहीं है या हैं, उससे आगे जाने की सोचें. ये नहीं सोचे कि जो है उसको भी हमें taken for granted नहीं लेना है. So secure और कुछ भी करो, stop comparing yourselves to wrong individuals. Compare to people who you want to be like.
Exactly.
So for example, if I am a counselor, I want to compare myself with the people who are making a difference in education sector. I don't want to compare myself with every like मेरा friend इतना कमा रहा है या मेरा relative इतना कमा रहा है, तो मैं तो कुछ भी नहीं कर पा रही हूँ. So you can work on not comparing yourself with the wrong individuals.
Sure.
Comparing with right individuals is a good thing. It makes you progress. It makes you have better goals. So this is what I'll give an advice.
It makes you to keep moving, in fact. Otherwise,
Yeah.
if wrong comparisons will make you stuck. I'm not earning
Yeah.
that much money. My friend has reached there on that. I think that will make it.
Comparison is a tool
Yes.
to evaluate.
Exactly.
Comparison, but today in Indian society, comparison is a tool to devaluate.
It happens.
So, इसलिए you have to understand and use it for yourself, for your gain. Don't use it for your loss.
Saloni, maybe some of the audience members who are listening or who will be listening, ये लड़की तो बहुत बड़ी-बड़ी बातें कर रही है और things like that. Maybe they are not able to connect with you. So for so many people or masses, you can say, is there any single practice you advise them to do on daily basis for their improvement?
I think journaling, writing your thoughts into a diary will give you a good self-reflection, which we want from others. Like we want somebody to tell us what to do, what is happening in our life, what is happening wrong, what is happening right. I think you yourself can help yourself by doing that one small activity. So if you start writing, so you can, so obviously if you have a thread ki koi pad lega, you can do it on your phone.
Yes.
You can write it on your own phone and you can keep it a lock in it. But if you start writing a journal, if you start writing a diary, your thoughts will start arranging themselves in a very, in a very creative manner. And you will see a lot of creativity coming into your life. You will see a lot of negativity going from your life because it is now come out. So when negativity is in the head and it's not somewhere else, then obviously it creates more problem. So when you write something, obviously it will come out and it will give you some space in your head. And in positivity, when you will write positive things also, you will feel gratitude, you will feel more positive.
Yes, yes.
So one thing that I would suggest to anybody, any age, any issue, any problem, anywhere, just write whatever is happening in your life and connect with yourself. You don't need to connect with a lot of individuals. First, connect with yourself and start reading what is happening in my mind.
So, as you mentioned journaling, so what is the best time you think in the morning or in the night or
whatever suits you?
Whatever suits you.
I think just doing it is more important than doing it at any point of time. So whenever you should not limit yourself. Once you have an habit of it, then you can figure out, okay, this is the right time for me. Nobody's at home at this point of time, or at this time if I write, I feel better. So there are people who practice in the morning for motivation. There are people who practice in the night for having better goal setting. So it depends. It depends on what suits you. But the first and most primary thing is to write it.
Doing. And I think I would like to add, I will ask your suggestion without judging yourself. What do you think? Doing journaling without judging yourself. What do you say?
I think, you should not judge. But then, what happens is initially we all start with judgment only. Then once we start writing, we forget all these judgments and then we start writing on important matters. Initially, if you will ask somebody to write anything about themselves, they will always start with what they have and what they don't have. Because this is the first thing that comes into their head.
Actually, okay, I have told that thing because in many cases that I actually, as you mentioned, I also used to tell my students and other people that they should write, because I do journaling. I write the gratitude
That's
journal and
amazing.
other things. I can do it in daily basis. So most of the people leave it maybe in 15 days, maybe in a month, because they keep on judging themselves. Oh, okay, I've done this thing and that thing. It's like if you are judging yourself in that process, I think
Right.
it makes a negative impact. Of course, we all judge, but with time, maybe
Yeah.
7 days, 1 month or 2 months, even you need to leave that, because while you are journaling, you are focusing on that thing. If you are judging yourself, I haven't done that thing, I should have done that thing. I think if these thoughts are coming during that time, I think it brings a lot of negativity.
But I think yes, you are right that you should not judge yourself. And see, I just feel through this process you will have many speed breakers.
Yes,
So
yes, yes, you can say.
judgment is one speed breaker. Then there would be a speed breaker of discipline. There would be a speed breaker of not having anything to write. मेरे तो जब मैं लिखने बैठती हूँ मेरे दिमाग में कुछ आता ही नहीं, मैं क्या लिखूं. So whatever your problem is, you can Google it, YouTube it more, and find out
Yes,
कि इसका
yes,
क्या solution है.
but do
क्योंकि
not
on
stop.
just don't stop. Like that's the
Yes,
only thing I would say. क्योंकि reasons could be many, and I myself I am trying to put a discipline on my journaling, and I think I also write, I also judge myself. And but then what happens in the diary is that you have to be true first.
definitely.
Like if you are true to yourself, then only things will come out in a in a creative manner. Because if we are trying to do it for some reason कि इसलिए मुझे ये करना है या इसलिए मुझे ये करना है, तो देन ऑब्वियसली रिजल्ट्स इतने अच्छे नहीं आएंगे.
Yes,
बट
yes.
इफ यू आर ट्रू टू योरसेल्फ, भले ही आपके दिमाग में बहुत भड़ास है, तो वो सारी भड़ास भी निकल जाएगी ना. यू विल फील लाइट कि ठीक है, चलो अब मैंने पेपर पे लिख दिया ना, एटलीस्ट इट इज आउट ऑफ योर ब्रेन एट सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम फॉर अ मटेरियलिस्टिक मैनर. सो देयर कुड बी मेनी रीजंस आई वुड से. मतलब अब इसके ऊपर फिर उनको रिसर्च करनी चाहिए. पहले तो आप पढ़ो, थोड़ा करना स्टार्ट करो, फिर थोड़ा
Exactly,
रिसर्च करो कि
exactly,
ये
exactly,
मेरे से हो रहा है, ये नहीं हो रहा है. पीपल हैव रिटन अ लॉट ऑन इट.
exactly. और हर
आई
किसी
एम
के
अ
लिए हर
वेरी
कुछ
बैड
अलग होता है.
स्पून फीडर. आई एम अ वेरी बैड स्पून फीडर.
You should not. Yes, yes.
No, I'm
We should
really
not do.
bad at it. I am a person who would say कि okay, I'm a guide, but I can't tell them everything. They have to learn.
I too believe in that. We should not be a spoon feeder.
Yes,
We should not be spoon, because if we are spoon feeding someone, we are damaging them. In fact, we are not helping them. We are
exactly,
damaging them. So we
exactly.
should not do. I'm totally against it.
And I also feel that the people who will learn from this today will learn from this today, and people will not learn from this today will not learn. Like it's a
Yes.
part of their journey. It's not in our hands to be responsible for something like that. It's a natural phenomena. For example, if I'm getting inspired, no, he didn't force me to be inspired from him. It just happened so naturally.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
you just वो ये कर्म करते जाओ, फल की इच्छा मत करो. Just do what you want to do and just don't think about what will happen.
Let them stumble and get up.
Yeah, that's their journey. And I'll tell you, I have so many people asking me this question. मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हुआ? मेरे साथ इतना बुरा क्यों हुआ?
मैं ही
मेरे
क्यों?
साथ ऐसा क्यों हुआ? मैंने खुद ने भी खुद से ये सवाल बहुत बार पूछे हैं. बट इसका जवाब मुझे यही मिला कि आप जैसे आज आपको नहीं पता ना, जो आज आपने एक्शन लिया है उसका कल क्या रिएक्शन होने वाला है.
Exactly.
वैसे ही आज आप किसी चीज़ का रिएक्शन झेल रहे हो. आपको उसका एक्शन नहीं पता है कि आपने क्या किया था ऐसा दैट यू आर गोइंग थ्रू दैट पेन. एंड फॉर एग्जाम्पल छोटे बच्चे को कोई बीमारी हो जाती है तो उनके पेरेंट्स जनरली यही बोलते हैं, रिलेटिव्स, और हम भी यही
Exactly.
सोचते हैं कि इस बच्चे ने ऐसा क्या किया कि इसको ये
ऐसा.
बीमारी हो गई या इसके साथ ऐसा हो गया. बट दैट इज वेयर इट इज कि कर्म करो, फल की चिंता मत करो, क्योंकि आपके हाथ में है ही नहीं. आपको पता ही नहीं आपको फल कब कैसे कहाँ मिल जाएगा. सो उसके बारे में चिंता करने का भी कोई सेंस नहीं है. जस्ट जितना आप कर सकते हो फोकस ऑन दैट, और बाकी देख लेंगे.
बिल्कुल सही. Even though I'm a Jain, but I used to read Bhagavad Gita. I think that book gave
I'm
me.
reading Bhagavad Gita right now.
Yes, I think
I
that
read
book.
everything. I'm pan religion. I can read anything, everything, and
Yes,
I'm
yes,
open
yes.
to everything.
Yes, that's
But
because
I personally feel that I'm blessed to be born a Jain because कुछ प्रिंसिपल्स ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने बिना कुछ मेरे एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट
yes,
डाले ही
exactly,
मेरे लिए अंदर ठीक कर दिया.
exactly,
मतलब मुझे कभी एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट नहीं डालना पड़ा कि मैं किसी को हार्म नहीं करूँ. ये मेरे अंदर इंट्रिंसिकली बचपन से एज अ कैरेक्टर मेरे अंदर वो करा गया है.
definitely.
आप ऐसे हो, तो आई थिंक आई एम ब्लेस्ड टू बी in a good behavior.
Yes, yes, yes. Same here actually. I think from birth itself, Anna,
Yes,
we learn so many things automatically. We didn't have to do
automatically.
anything for that. I think as a human being, and of course in the profession that we are, as a counselor or guide or mentor or coach, these things must be a part of us.
Yes. So I think it's a blessing to be a Jain.
Definitely, definitely. So thank you so much, Saloni. I want to know how people can reach you. Just tell me.
So
So that
people can reach me through my website. The brand that I operate under is Celebrating Careers, and there they have my number. They also have my email ID, and I'll be writing a lot of blogs on that. So actually, I'm a single person in my whole brand. So from making the website to writing the blogs to doing counseling to doing my meetings, networking, I am one-stop solution. So generally, even if people call me for query, I am the person who is on the call, because I feel at that, when you call a person for something like a career problem, you're already so stressed. When
yes,
you'll be
yes.
listening to them, they're so stressed that if you make them talk to a person who does not have that empathy,
How
half of
can
their problem is solved on the call only. Ki, haan, there
exactly?
is a solution to it, something can happen. So I personally have taken a lot of responsibility. So if you want to connect with me, you can connect with me on my social media, Saloni Jain. You'll search me by Career Exploration Guide and also Celebrating Careers. All my social media handles and all the details are there.
Very good. Thank you so much, Saloni. I
Thank
personally
you,
learned a
sir.
lot, and the audience must have learned a lot. Nah,
I thought we reduced a lot of questions because of the. We can have one more session on this, I think.
definitely. You get married, all the best for that. And I think we will
Yes,
connect again after a few
yes,
months. Nah,
yes,
thank you so much,
yes.
Saloni.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.